Guys, so I tried to do my Q&A video like 4 times yesterday, and I either kept getting interrupted or just other crap started happening. I did actually make the video and finally get it done, but then it was too long, so I'm not gonna answer as long as I did because then I won't be able to post it. So what are my life goals? To become a LGBT counselor, or social worker, get a, publish one of my books, which I'm in the process of doing, and get all tatted. How did the page begin? This page actually began because of the page Rigby the Stoner. Kyle, or better known as Rigby, he was posting a lot of field pictures, and I was going through a really bad time. And I have those Facebook friends that I post depressing stuff, and all they want to do is yell at me because that's gonna help. And so I made Get Ready for a Field Trip as a place that I felt safe to post, things that I couldn't post on my actual Facebook. And it just, I never thought it would ever become this big. What inspired me to help with everybody's problems? I've always been the person that everybody comes to for advice and help, and I love being that person. And I often help strangers. And I don't know, I know how much it hurts to feel like there's nobody there for you to talk to. And I don't want anybody to feel like that. That's why I try to be there for everybody as much as I can. I do plan on keeping the page running in the future. I don't know how it's going to work when school starts up because most of my admins are in high school. But before then, I'm probably going to start admitting some people that can post actually throughout the day while they're in school. But I am going to try as hard as I can to keep the page running. What do I see in my future? As I said, I want to be a therapist or a social worker. I want to have a bunch of tattoos. I want my book to be published. And I'd also like to, have a family, stuff like that. Do you like to answer the messages? Yes, I do, but sometimes I'm unable to. There are a few that even if, I'm too busy, I will go out of my way to answer. Or if you ask for me, I'll answer them. But usually I'll let everybody else answer them just to give the admins, more chances to interact with fans. What do I like and dislike about the page? I really like that all the fan interaction. But I dislike that there's been less posting lately. But I understand that people can get busy. And I really dislike the hate that we've been getting, and I was just I don't understand it, but, there's always going to be hate and judgments and everything, so it's just something that I have to get used to. When may you be an admin? I'm going to start looking, and probably sometime next week for admins that will be able to post during the day. So if you're in college, or you take night classes, or if you're not in school, and you'd make a great admin so you can post throughout the day. Also, I only admin people that can help the page grow. So if you can't, share content from the page, and if you can't invite people to the page, then, it's a team thing, we all go through it, but we really prefer people that can help make our family grow. I don't play any sports, but I do love football. Which admin do I respect and relate to? I would say Rara and username Inc. are the ones that I respect and relate to the most, just because I'm closest to them, and I understand them better because we are so close. What's the saddest thing I've ever been thrown? Honestly, I don't know, I think everything, has pretty much sucked. I can't say one thing sucked worse than the other. I've been through, abuse, neglect, being adopted by emotionally abusive people, rape, just like things sucked, but I can't say that one thing sucked worse. Where do I stand in LGBT rights? Well, I'm pansexual, so of course I support them, and I'm pansexual and proud. I work hard to try to to be proud of who I am and promote, LGBT acceptance. Like I said, I want to be an LGBT counselor because I know how hard it is to, wonder why people aren't accepting you and finding somebody to talk to. If my bestie came out as not straight, that would be awesome because most of my friends aren't straight, so it wouldn't really matter. Where do I stand on racism? Racism is something that's always going to be around. I mean, always has been, and it's not something that's just going to go away because, hate is taught, but I'm not racist at all. I actually, if anything, most of my friends aren't white. I don't really have a lot of white friends, to be honest. I'm not a fan of anime. I tried to be in high school, but I just never could get into it. If I was to date one of the code mins, who would be my best choice? Either Rob or username Inc. I mean, I'm not saying that none of the other admins are, dateable. It's just those are the ones that I'm closest to. So, I mean, I'm attracted to personality. So, I mean, those are the ones that I know their personality. If we stopped making the new TV shows where people can win a shitload of money and use that money for starving kids around the world, do I think it would help world hunger go down even by just 0.1%? Yes, because, I mean, there's 5 different TV shows where all you're doing is doing stupid stuff in public to get money. I mean, you don't need 5 of those TV shows. You don't really honestly even need one. But, my biggest pet peeve is, the commercials for, world hunger and feeding and, adopting a kid or adopting a pet. And, those commercials cost millions of dollars to make. They should just, feed the kids and help the pets, What's the first thing I notice in a person for dating? I guess you would mean physical. So I guess I would have to say probably eyes or hands. I don't prefer nerdy over jock or jock over nerdy. I'm attracted to personality. It doesn't really matter if you're nerdy or jockey. I mean, if you have a good personality, then I would date you. What religious views do I have? I don't actually have a certain religious view. I kind of, I don't consider myself anything. I slightly agree with a little bit in most religions. So I don't really identify with just one. I don't usually even consider myself religious because I have my own beliefs. Where do I stand on paranormal? I believe in aliens, ghosts, witches, vampires, everything like that. Call me crazy, but I do. What's the best life advice I could give to anyone? Well, that's going to be something that I told somebody the other day about relationships. Most of you are in high school or college, and I know that you're around people that, think that they're in serious relationships, and then you're sitting there single, or you just got out of a relationship and you're heartbroken and you're crying. And I'm not going to sit there and tell you to not cry and not hurt, because it does hurt, and it's just not going to stop. But one day you're going to find that person, and when you do, it's going to be why did I ever cry over all of those others? Because that person's going to make you know why it didn't work out with anybody else. So my advice is, yeah, you're going to cry over people, and yeah, it's going to hurt, but you need to realize that it didn't work out for a reason. The person that's out there for you, it might take a while to find, but it's going to be worth all of the pain beforehand. Why is it that we're fine and happy, yet when the nighttime comes, all we feel is loneliness? Because at night, that's when you want to feel the safest and the most secure, and you feel like somebody should be there for you, holding you, or, you holding somebody. And when there's not that person there for you to hold or be held, it's depressing and lonely. How many feels do I feel every day? Way too many to count. Am I okay? I'm okay. Alright, so hopefully this uploads. Thanks for all the questions, guys. And I'm sorry for spamming. I know a few of you got mad, and I'm not trying to be spammy, but you have to realize that some you guys are from all over the world, so some of you guys are going to be up at times when other people's aren't. So I need to post it over and over again, because I know some people are like me, when they go to pages that they like, they just look at the pictures. They don't really look at the statuses. So that's why I need to keep posting them, so they'll actually be in their news feed so they can check them out. Anyways, thanks guys. Bye.